Constantine. Constantine was a nobody originally. Oh, his father was a low-level Roman ruler, but Constantine was an opportunist. He took opportunity and used people. And yes, he came to the top. He became the emperor of Rome. One day just before a battle, and you can read it in history, Constantine claimed to have seen a vision in the sky, the vision of a flaming cross with the inscription, "By this sign conquer." And he is said to, at that moment, say, "I shall become a Christian." By Constantine's lifestyle and later actions, I doubt that he knew a whole lot about being a Christian. I can't say that definitively because we don't see the heart, but we certainly see actions. But Constantine himself called together the Council of Nicaea. At the Council of Nicaea, they condemned Arianism. You know, that belief that Jesus was not fully God. They did condemn it, which was the right thing to do. The question was, are Jesus and God one person or two? And yes, the Council of Nicaea said they are one. Constantine called all the bishops, that would be all the pastors of his realm, together to meet at Nicaea. About 1/3 of them did. It wasn't by any means a majority of the pastors, but they did meet at Nicaea. And Constantine really had no interest in the biblical decisions of the Council of Nicaea. He only wanted to bring his empire together in unity. That's really all that he wanted. Wasn't really interested in the biblical ramifications, but he wanted his empire to be unified. This possibly was the beginning of the Catholic Church. No, Constantine did not make Christianity mandatory. He made it legal. I'm going to have to hurry here. Early church timeline. You don't have this on your outline. You might want to jot one or two things down. That's up to you. But the time period would be 101 to 380 AD. Constantine in 380 AD was gone, and we'll find out who followed him. In 101 to 115, the gospel spreads outside the Roman Empire. Many Christian communities established in the East. What we don't really realize, but in those years, the areas of Iran, Iraq, and North Africa were thoroughly Christian. What's there now? Islam. But in those days, these areas and others were thoroughly Christian. About 108 AD, Ignatius writes his 7 letters. And of course, as we said, later martyred in Rome. In 135, the Roman Emperor Hadrian builds a pagan temple in Jerusalem at the precise site of Jesus' crucifixion. A pagan temple. He did it on purpose, of course. 150 rather, Justin Martyr writes his first apology. About 150, Polycarp writes his epistle to the Philippians, not the book in the Bible, Philippians, but another letter to the Philippians. 195 to 203, Clement of Alexandria, northern Africa, writes 3 major theological works. 215 to 290, the rise of Christian schools at Alexandria and Antioch. That would be most of the 3rd century. 284 to 305, extensive, brutal persecution of Christians under, there it is, Diocletian. 301, Armenia, a little tiny area of Armenia, becomes the first country in the world to make Christianity its official state religion. Now we have a problem. Christianity was never intended to be a state religion. And when government and Christian faith try to mix together, it's always bad. There's Constantine, 306. Diocletian's persecution lasted until 305. Constantine comes on the scene, sees his supposed vision in the sky, says, okay, Christianity is now legal. Not mandatory, but legal. Prior to that, Diocletian, it was illegal. Christians were persecuted. Christians were killed. 367, a man by the name of Athanasius writes a letter known as the Easter Letter, which helped confirm the books of the Bible. Athanasius. The 370s, the 390s, the gospel spread significantly northward amongst the Goths. That would be France, that area, and other barbarian tribes. And finally, in the year 380, Emperor Theodosius issued the Edict of Thessalonica, declaring Christianity the official religion of the Roman Empire. Yeah, the Catholic Church was in place. But what I'm going to say in weeks following, there was always a line, a remnant of believers. Not the state church, but those who followed the Bible. And of course, we of the Baptist faith have a part in that as well. We'll talk about that in weeks to follow. But there's my information for this evening. Sorry I took so long, but there was a lot of material there. Let's spend time in prayer, 2s and 3s, and ask the Lord for His blessing upon this ministry and those that we are concerned of. Thank you.